everybody here at Lacy Good Books. Hi, I'm Lacy Good. And today we are going to do the prodigy, Wani. Staring out the bedroom window, Wani worked. Rather, Pastor Harris was already at the church. She was assumed that he was, and as she watched the waves backing over the beach, questioned whether he was still able to notice to play of late as it stormed through the stained glass window above him. Perhaps not. The window had been installed more than a month ago. After all, and he was probably too progressed up to notice any more. Still, she hoped that someone new in town had stumbled into the church this morning and experienced the same scenes of wonder she'd had when she'd first seen the light flood the church on that cold day in November, and she hoped the visitor had taken some time to consider where the window had come from and to admire the beauty. She'd been awake for an hour, but she wants really to face the day of holidays that's different this year. Yesterday, she'd taken her younger brother, Josh, for a walk down the beach. Here and there were Christmas tree on the decks of the house they passed at this time of year. They had the beach party much to themselves, but Josh showed no interest in either the waves or the seagulls that had fantastic him only for a months earlier. Instead, he'd wanted to go. To the workshop, and she'd taken him there. All through, he'd stayed only a few minutes before leaving without saying a single word. On the bedstand beside her lay a stack of framed photographs from the archive of the small beach house, along with other items she collected that morning. In the silence, she studied them until she was inspired by a knock on the door. Her mom picked her hand and, "Do you want breakfast? I found some cereal in the the cupboard." "I'm not hungry, Mom." "You need to eat, sweetie." Ronnie continued to stare at the pile of photos, seeing nothing at all. "I was wrong, Mom, and I don't know what to do now." "You mean about your dad?" "About everything." "Do you want to talk about it?" When Ronnie didn't answer, her mom crossed the room and sat beside her. Sometimes it helps if you talk. You've been so quiet these last couple of days." For an instant, Ronnie felt a crush of memories overwhelm her. The fire and significant revealing of the church, the stained glass window, the song she'd finally finished. She thought about these and Scott and Marcus. She thought about Will. She was 18 years old, and remembering the summer she'd been buried, the summer she'd been arrested, the summer she'd fallen in love. It hadn't been so long ago, yet sometimes she felt that she'd been an altogether drifted person back then. Ronnie sighed. "What about Josh? He's not here." Ryan took him to the shoe store. "He's like a puppy. His face are growing faster than the rest of him." Ronnie smiled, but her smile faded as quickly as it had come in. The silence that followed, she felt her mom gather her long hair and twist it into loose ponytail on her back. Her mom had been doing that ever since Ronnie was a little girl. Stormy, she still found it comforting. Not that she even admitted it, of course. "I'll tell you," when her mom went on. She went on the closet and put a suitcase on her bed. "Why don't you talk while you pack?" I wouldn't even know where to start. "How about at the beginning?" Josh mentioned something about trails. Ronnie crossed her arms. Knowing the story hadn't started there. "No, really," she said, "even though I wasn't there when it happened." "I think the summer really began with the fire." "What fire?" Ronnie reached for the stick of photographs on the bedstand and gently removed a teared newspaper article sandwiched between two framed photos. She had the yellowing newspaper to her mother. "This fire," she said, "the one at the church. Illegal fireworks. Suspect that in church leaves. Pastor injured. Westerville Beach, North Carolina. A fire destroyed historic First Baptist Church on New Year's Eve, and investigations subject illegal fireworks. Firefighters were summoned by an enormous caller to the beachfront church just after midnight and found flames and smoke pouring from the back of the turret, said Tim Ryan, chief of the Westville Beach Fire Department. The remains of a battle rocket and airborne firework were found at the shores of the beach. Pastor Charlie Harris inside the church when the fire started and suffered second-degree burns to his arm and hence he was transported to the New Hanover Regional Medical Center and is currently in the evacuations care unit. It was the second church fire in as many months in New Hoover County in November. Good Hope Covenant Church in Wilmington was completely destroyed. Invitations are still tendering it as suspicious and as a case pencil Harrison at this point. Ryan noted witness reports that less than 20 minutes before the final battle, rockets were seen being launched on the beach behind the church, like in celebration of the New Year battle. Rockets are illegal in North Carolina, and are extremely dangerous, considering the rest of drought contains continued Ryan. This fire showed the reason why a man is in the hospital and the church is a total loss. When her mom finished reading, she looked up, meeting Ronnie's eyes. Ronnie hesitated, then with a sigh, she began to tell a story that still felt intuitively seamless to her, even with her benefit of hindsight. Thank you to Come to Basic Good Books. It's always a blast to have you guys here. If you are new, check out the other vlogs, all of that fun stuff. And also, if you are new, says checking things out, recommend. Thank you, my book familiars, to hear this. And the new people who wants to be part of this can actually put down in the comments. Thank you, everybody. Peace out, my peeps.